Hi guys, welcome back. It's Mrs. Peterson, that lady who teaches art, and today we are going to talk about how to grid our apple here. So I want you to start by putting your first name, last initial, and your class. If you're 5A, B, or C, please put that on here. Okay, gridding is a technique that artists use to help them to get their proportions and their shape correct. And so today we are going to work together to grid this apple. And then you are going to work on the eye that you picked last class period that you did a quick draw on, and you are going to grid that eye, and then we'll compare your one without the grid to your one with the grid. So what we're going to do is we're copying each box over to the box that corresponds with it on the other side. So I'm going to zoom in here a little bit so you can see where we're at. And then after we get our shape all figured out, then we'll go back and you can add your values without me. So I want to start right. I'm going to base mine right off of this box, and I'm just going to go right next to it. So I'm looking at this line right here, and just like in golf or softball, baseball, we can practice swing, and I can kind of practice feel how that is. The other thing we want to do is we want to measure. So I measure by putting my pencil on the line that I want to make, and my thumbnail on the grid lines, or the crosshair, you might call it. So I'm going to put my pencil right there, and I'm going to measure, and I'm going to take this measurement over, and then I can just mark right where I saw that was, and then I'm going to trace, or copy my line, do a practice swing, and do a practice swing right here. Okay, so there's the start of my apple. Now I want to do the same thing with the next box. I want to measure where my line crosses right here from the crosshair. So if my thumbnail is going to go on the crosshair, my pencil tip is going to go where I want the line to be drawn. And then I'm going to take that measurement over to the box that I'm going to draw on. I put my thumbnail right on the crosshair. And it's going to go right there. But then I want to feel how it feels, because it's not just a straight line between there, it curves. Looks like it's more curved up here, and then it kind of comes down gradually. And then I can always look back and compare the box. I can look at the negative space out here and the positive space of the apple and see if I think I got those pretty good. I think I did. Okay, do yours now. Then we'll go to the next box. I'm going to put my thumbnail again on the crosshair right there, and my pencil tip where I want the edge of that apple to be. Measure over where that is. And then I'm going to feel that line. Looks like it goes straight for a little bit, and then it curves more. So straight and then curve. And then I want to check my space. I don't think I measured quite right, because it looks like it needs to be a little bit more over here. When I check that negative space, I can see that it's skinny and then comes down like almost like a triangular bottom here. Okay, now we're going to measure up from this grid right here, this crosshair, up to where that crosses right there. And it's just fine if you want to turn your paper. Mark that. And then I'm going to do a practice swing, see how it feels. This is pretty much a straight shot. It's right there. And then just check your spacing. Does this white negative space and does this chunk of the apple match that box? Sure looks like it does to me. Okay, then the next corner, it's so close to the corner, I think I can kind of eyeball it. So I'm going to just bring the apple down, and then it looks like the shadow starts right under that. Go ahead and get where the apple is, and then this is going to be that really dark shadow right there. I do still have a little corner of white right there. All right, now we can finish our apple, and then we can come back and do our shadow. So I'm going to see where the apple comes down from this grid, just a little bit. Pretty small. And then I'm going to feel that, oops, sorry, couldn't see that. Let me back out now that I'm going the other way. I'm going to do that practice swing, see how it feels. And then I'm going to look at this next line. It looks like it almost comes right to the crosshair, so right to the crosshair. But then do that practice swing, see how that feels. Okay. And then just check your space. Does it look the same? Mine got maybe a little round right there, so I'm going to Just fix that up. Okay. On this side, it's hard for me to see the grid lines, so you may need to grab a ruler and just draw that line. Line up your ruler with the line that you see and draw that line right over top so I can see where those grids are at. Okay. So now I am in this box. And I'm going to, that just hits right below there. I'm going to see how that shape feels. Just a little curved, I guess. Not too much. All right, and then let's measure over from this grid line right there to where the apple hits there. Take that, so my thumbnail's on the grid. My tip of my pencil is on the edge of the apple where I want to draw that line. And I'm going to bring that measurement over here. And then I'm going to do my practice swing. Kind of comes straight down for a while. So straight down, and then it connects back. And then just check your space. Does this space match what I have over here? Okay. Then this next one looks like it crosses right again at the crosshair. So let's see how that feels. Nice gentle curve there. Check your negative space. So I have this space that looks like this. Yep, my space looks pretty good. I need to measure up from here to there. So I'm going to put my thumb on the crosshair. Pencil tip where I want to draw. Oops, make sure I'm in the right box. All right. And then do a practice swing. And then we just connect these two. Just a little curve in it. There we go. There's the outside shape of our apple. All right, now we need to get the outside shape of our shadow. So we started down here, and we're going to cross this box somewhere. So I'm going to put my thumb on the crosshair and the tip of my pencil on the edge of that shadow and mark it. And then I'm going to do a practice swing there with that line. I'm going to measure up from this crosshair right here up to there. Super tiny. And then just do a little practice swing. I like to make my lines really sketchy when I'm on this stage. Then if it's not right, I can fix it pretty easily. Okay. And then looks like it starts up here. I need to see where it comes on the edge. So even though I don't have the full crosshair, I can put my thumb right there on those two where they meet and bring that over to this. Looks like about right there. And then I'm just going to bring that line there. And then same thing for the bottom of the shadow over here. I can put my thumb there. See how high up it goes. And do a little practice swing. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of check my negative space. This maybe needs to come just a little bit further down. Okay, so now that we have all of our lines kind of figured out where they're going to go, your job today is to now take every box and get the value to match and the texture. So notice I tried to even get those little like bumpies of the apple. Make your shadow as dark as you can with your pencil. Watch where it's really dark. Make sure, a lot of kids forget to do the background back here. But your job is to make the apple that we just finished just outlining in the shadow look like the apple next to it with adding all 5 different values. Make sure you keep the white. I kind of outlined where I wanted that white highlight to be, and I kept that white right in there. And then I have my light gray, middle gray, dark gray, and black. I can't wait to see what you create.